Hi, it's Anders the Infotainer, and as you can tell, I'm dressed a little bit differently than normal. I'm not wearing a suit. I'm on vacation. I'm at the lake. I'm sure you can hear it. Sitting on here on the floating dock, and it's bouncing all over the place. But the reason I'm here is, I went fishing, and I was lucky enough to catch a 1 pound jack. And what does that have to do with trade show exhibiting? Well, I think it has a lot to do with it. There's a nice metaphor, a nice analogy there, where you're trying to get leads. Usually, this is one of your objectives at a trade show, sales leads, trying to bring those leads, those prospects into the booth. And same thing with fishing, you're trying to catch fish, you're trying to bring the fish into your boat. So the booth is the boat, the leads are the fish. Nice little analogy, all right? There's other analogies I think that are nice. Sometimes when you're fishing, you have a favorite fishing spot where you've caught a lot of fish before. Well, those would be the shows that you go to that are effective for you, that are creating a return on investment for you. So if you're not seeing that at your shows, maybe you should choose a different fishing location. You know, maybe that show's not right for you. These are some of the things you have to think about. Another analogy is the fact that you use lure or bait when you're fishing to try to catch the fish, to try to get them to bite the hook, right? And your lure or bait would be your giveaways, or any way you incentivize your prospects to come to the booth to check out your wares, to check out what your company does and how you can help them, all right? Now this can also be maybe a demonstration that could excite people to get in there, or some sort of giveaway, draw, prize, you know, all that stuff. So there's another analogy. Now you can fish with a rod, or you can fish with a net. Now fishing with a rod is pretty conventional. Just cast it out, keep casting out until you get one to come in, bring in 1 fish at a time. All right, now that's just like you're sitting at your booth, you're waiting for someone to come by, someone shows a bit of interest, maybe see some graphics, what have you, you're able to actually talk to them and pull them in with your words, all right? Now you can also fish with a net. Fishing with a net is a little more productive, and that's why, of course, commercial trawlers on the East Coast or wherever, they throw out a net, they drag it behind them, they pull in a bunch of fish. Now some of the fish are not the ones they want. Well, same thing with your casting with a rod. It might not be the fish you want, you might have to throw it back. And same thing with a net, but there's going to be some you throw back, but there's always going to be some that you want to keep. And the analogy of that in the trade shows is use an infotainer, a trained presenter, communicator, to communicate your message, but first they gather the crowd, so there's lots of people to talk to. So they're not just talking to one-on-one, you're talking to a huge crowd of people, 100+ people perhaps, right? And then once you can tell them about your company, motivate them, you can send them over to the sales team, and then they can fill up the fish, if you will, all right? So, these are the things you have to think about. What are you using for lure? Do you want to fish with a rod or a net? This is homework. Do you have the right fishing holes? Maybe you need a bigger boat, a bigger booth, who knows? These are things you have to test for, and if you're getting results, then you're doing the right thing, do more of it, all right? Until next time, wish you all the trade show success. Thanks for watching.